Uh, what's going on? What's going on, Cowboys Nation? What is going on with our Dallas Cowboys? You know, get this. I can't even take. What is going on with our Dallas Cowboys? What is going on? I can't even show my face right now. What is going on with our Dallas Cowboys? You want to know what's going on? The reason why I didn't put out a video last night? We are going to get down to the nitty gritty, to the bottom of everything that is going on with our Dallas Cowboys in this video. I don't even know if I'm going to show my face. I might keep it just like this. What do y'all think? Let's go ahead and get into this intro. How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
Get ready for the Angry Cowboys Fans Raw and Uncut.
Man, keeping it real, man, keep it real, that's real.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And as you can tell right now, I can't even show my face on film right now. I can't even show my face. Why? Because the San Francisco 49ers own this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys. The San Francisco 49ers own Mike McCarthy. This San Francisco 49ers team owns Dak Prescott, CD Lamb, every single one of the damn players on the Dallas Cowboys. Why can't we get a dub against this team, against a depleted San Francisco 49ers team who doesn't have Christian McCaffrey? A depleted San Francisco team where Deebo Samuels was coming off of pneumonia. What are we doing, Cowboys Nation? What are we doing? Yesterday, I got a comment in the comment section after the game. Where are you, Angry Cowboys fan? Where are you? Listen, it was about 12:30 in the morning by the time I was able to settle down from this loss. It was like 12:30 in the morning where I was just trying to calm down because, damn it, this Dallas Cowboys team, we are going to have the conversation. We're going to have the harsh conversation, so let me go ahead and take off this stuff. Yeah. Look at it, glasses all fogged up and everything. We are going to have the conversation. And the conversation is this team a playoff team? In my eyes, no, it's not. Is this team even worthy of being third in the NFC East? No, it's not. We're going to have the conversations about that. We are going to have the harsh conversations about Dak Prescott. And if Dak Prescott is even a great quarterback, let alone elite, we are going to have talks about our mascot of the Dallas Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, and the fact that he's taken up a roster spot. We are going to have these talks. We are going to have the talks about the front office not bringing any more weapons in before the trade deadline. The trade deadline is November 5th, so we are going to have to get it right. We're going to have to get it tight before the trade deadline. There is a lot of talks that we need to have about our Dallas Cowboys. But to keep it a buck, to answer the question to the commenter, where was I? Listen, here's where I was yesterday at the start of the game. What's going on, Angry Cowboys fan, family members, man? We out here at Great Escape. I'm about to go ahead and do this Fright Fest. Instead of watching the NFL, we taking the boys to Fright Fest. Hopefully I'll be home when the Dallas Cowboys play. It's your man. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. It's cold as hell out here. It's like almost 50-something degrees and it's dropping. I'm getting cold. Y'all know what it means when I get cold. I get irritated. And I'm hungry. Trying to hit that golden corral. Oh, Lord. Due to the fright at Fright Fest, we have to cut it short. One of the kiddos got kind of scared, but it's all good. So we're going to go do the cars. And then we're going to my theme park. Golden Corral, baby.
Why does this happen every time?
We at my theme park now. The Golden Corral, baby. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you were following me over on TikTok, you would know that the Angry Cowboys Fan was at Fright Night at Six Flags with the grandkids and the wife. We had a hell of a time. It was a fun time. It was cold as hell. Keep it a buck. It was cold, but we had a hell of a time. When the freaks came out, though, my grandson Cassidy freaked out. Boy, he freaked out. But it was all in good fun. I loved it. I love spending time with the grandkids, spending time with the wife and everything. And that supersedes this Cowboys stuff. Keep it a buck. But as we got home, you know, we dropped the grandkid off and we got home. By the time we got home, it was halftime in the game. It was manageable. It was manageable, Cowboys Nation. We were up 10-6 at the half. Then the Dallas Cowboys come out and they do Dallas Cowboy things and they allow the San Francisco 49ers to score 21 unanswered points in the third quarter. Something that has been the Achilles heel for this Dallas Cowboys team. Why in the hell can't we get any points during the third quarter, let alone allowing another team to score 21 unanswered points? So being at Fright Fest and everything, I actually had to watch the rest of the game starting at the second half. And when the game was over, I had to go back and watch the first half because I missed it. So I got to talk about this. Dak Prescott, what the hell? What the hell? What are these interceptions you're throwing? Like I said in the previous video, if you're not throwing 0 interceptions, you're throwing 2 interceptions, and we're damn near sick of it. Also, you can't put all the blame on Dak Prescott because if he had a second weapon, if he had a rushing attack, then maybe none of this shit would be happening. But that doesn't take Dak Prescott off the hook. That doesn't take him off the hook. I would rather you take a sack than to throw an interception. I would rather you throw it out of bounds than to throw an interception. What the hell are we doing, Cowboys Nation? What the hell is our Dallas Cowboys doing? Right now, we may need to have the harsh conversation of, are the Dallas Cowboys even going to make it to the playoffs? Are the Dallas Cowboys even considered a playoff contender, let alone a Super Bowl contender? I know damn sure they ain't no Super Bowl contender, and they haven't been a Super Bowl contender in several years. I don't give a damn about the 12-5 seasons. If you were honest with yourself, and if you were true with yourself, you knew the past several years, even going 12-5, we did not have a shot at the Super Bowl. Everybody want to talk like we had this great team back in 2021. We had this great team. We could have made it to the Super Bowl. No, we couldn't, because we still couldn't stop the run. And what do they do in order to get to the Super Bowl? Everybody thinks that it's all airing the ball out. No, it's ground and pound in the playoffs, something that we have not been able to do in the past 3 to 4 years. Ever since Zeke Elliott was running in Cabo San, we haven't been able to run the ball. And now we got Zeke Elliott still on the team, still not able to run the ball. Still don't have that thunder and lightning. Still can't really access the play action pass because we don't have a run game to speak of. What did I start the videos off with going into every game this season? I have said that we have to strike first. If we're going to get the ball starting the game out, we have to strike first. Guess what we did? 3 and out. A punt. So we got the ball at the first half and then punted it off and just made it like the San Francisco 49ers got the kickoff at the beginning of the game. And then the San Francisco 49ers go down and they score a field goal. Our defense is kind of holding up. They held them to 3 points. Then what does the Dallas Cowboys offense do? Then what does Dak Prescott do? Dak Prescott throws an untimely interception. And to keep it a buck, the defense bailed them out. They got another 3 and out from the San Francisco 49ers. You should be able to take advantage of that. And they did. They came back and they scored a touchdown, making it 7-3. Then they got a turnover on downs. Good. We got a field goal. Come on. We got to compliment this defense better, Cowboys Nation. And then the San Francisco 49ers, they capitalized with a field goal of their own, making it 10-6 going into the half. Well, the Dallas Cowboys, of course, punted, and then the San Francisco 49ers punted again, and then we went into the half. We went into the half with the damn game manageable. We went into the half with the game manageable, Cowboys Nation. We come out of the half, touchdown from the San Francisco 49ers. We get the ball, interception by Dak Prescott. And then what does that lead to? A touchdown by the San Francisco 49ers. We get the ball back, we go 3 and out. What does that lead to for the San Francisco 49ers? A touchdown. 21 unanswered points. And then the Dallas Cowboys get the ball back. Guess what we do? Punt. 3 and out. The 49ers get the ball. They punt. Then we score a touchdown in what? The fourth quarter? We scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter compared to San Francisco's 1 field goal. Cowboys Nation, I have said this, even last year I've said this. These fourth quarter explosions is going to be too late when you are facing a good quality team. And the San Francisco 49ers were under 500 when we were playing them. Now they are 500 and we are below 500. I was talking to my brother last night, and he was saying, you can't give up on the team just yet, and I'm not, because I'm always DC for life. I am always DC for life. But this season, we're going to have to run the gauntlet. We've only played one team in the NFC East. You see what the Washington Commanders are doing? You see what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing? Even though it looks like a little bit of a dumpster fire over in Philly, they are still winning games. The Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants are bottom feeders right now. They could have scored again. I had to explain this to my brother. He was like, why did he go down? Why did he go down at the 2-yard line and they kneel the ball out? It's because you don't want to give the ball back to the offense, and the offense miraculously maybe runs the ball back for, a kickoff touchdown, Kevontae Turpin, and then gets the field goal, gets the onside kick, and wins the game somehow in a miraculous fashion. But no, we ain't got the balls to do that. So they could have scored, and we still would have been looking stupid. They could have scored, making the game 37-24, adding insult to injury. Because honestly, the score doesn't represent how we played yesterday. The score doesn't represent it at all. The San Francisco 49ers missing key pieces. Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels had pneumonia a few days prior. George Kittle was facing a foot injury a few days prior. Those 2 players come back and they have the time of their lives, especially George Kittle. Like I said, Cowboys Nation, we are going to have to look ourselves in the mirror and actually ask this question. Are we going to make it to the playoffs? You remember how the 4 and 3 letter networks always talked about the Dallas Cowboys are never assessed until they make it to the playoffs? Damn it. We are going to have that harsh conversation at the fact that the Dallas Cowboys may not even make it to the playoffs. We've only played one NFC East team in the New York Giants. We have the rest of them to play. What are we going to do, Cowboys Nation? And like I say in a lot of videos, it starts at the top. It starts with Jerry Jones. Jerry, are you going to help this team get the pieces that it needs in order to succeed this year? Or are you just looking at it like, hey, whatever we do, if we tank, we tank. But we go down fighting, but it'll give us a top 10 draft pick. I know how the Dallas Cowboys operate. The Dallas Cowboys love to go through the draft and develop through the draft. And what better way than to secure a top 10, top 15 pick and get another weapon? But if I know the Dallas Cowboys, they are going to spend it on a defensive tackle that needs some adjusting, that needs some developing. That's a project like Mozzie Smith. They're not going to draft a dog like a Micah Parsons or a CeeDee Lamb in the first round. They are going to draft a project player like a Tyler Guyton, like a Mozzie Smith. We need help here in Cowboys Nation. We need help in order to get this offense going. And I want to talk about Dak Prescott real quick, y'all. I want to talk about Dak Prescott. As everybody knows, I support Dak Prescott. I think he's a great quarterback. But the thing is, I'm knocking that down from great to good to above average because he had a chance with the game in his hands. He had a chance to help this offense yet again go down the field, score a touchdown, and win this game. A touchdown wins this game. A touchdown and an extra point, it wins the game, Cowboys Nation. But Dak Prescott and the offense couldn't get it together. They didn't even get one first down on that last transition, on that last effort, that last push. They didn't even get one first down. How does that work, Cowboys Nation? How does that work? The Dallas Cowboys' third down efficiency They were 4 for 12 on third down. If you're 4 for 12 on third down, odds are you're not going to win the game. Dak Prescott, 25 for 38, 243 yards, 6.4 yards average. 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 2 sacks. Why is it that you throw 2 interceptions, Dak Prescott? Why can't you be more secure with the ball? And one thing that I see is that he doesn't have weapons. He has one weapon in CeeDee Lamb, and he's force-feeding CeeDee Lamb to get us back into the game. You saw the fourth quarter where we scored those 2 touchdowns. They were force-feeding CeeDee Lamb. And it's not only Dak Prescott, it's Mike McCarthy. It's Mike McCarthy's scheme. There were some rub routes. There were some pick routes that they were doing that was succeeding across the middle. It succeeded twice, Cowboys Nation. Why wasn't we doing this through the entire game? Mike McCarthy's scheme sucks. But as far as Dak Prescott, he's not a great quarterback this year. He does great things. He did great things in the past, but without weapons, we have to have the conversation of Dak Prescott being a bus driver. But the thing is, what do you expect from a 4th-round draft pick? Everybody expects Patrick Mahomes style play from a 4th-round draft pick. What do you do with a 4th-round draft pick that can't put the team on his back and take them to a Super Bowl? You surround him with talent, something that we do not have, Cowboys Nation. Ezekiel Elliott, 10 attempts, 34 rushing yards, 3.4 yards a carry. I seen on Instagram, I seen on TikTok and X that give Zeke a chance. You know, he could have had 100 yards in this game. I don't think so, Cowboys Nation. His longest rushing attempt was 11 yards, 3.4 yards a carry. That's not getting 100 yards in this game, Cowboys Nation. Then everybody chirping for Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook can come back. He can save this organization. 6 attempts for 12 yards, 2 yards a carry. His longest was 4 yards. There is so much with the Dallas Cowboys organization that needs fixing, that anybody that comes into this damn team is not going to be able to run. Any quarterback that comes into this team is not going to be able to throw this team on their back and make it to a Super Bowl because our line has rookies on it. Our line is not gelling because there's rookies and there's players regressing. On the defensive side of the ball, we only had, 1 sack yesterday? 1 sack with DeMarvion Overshown, and he leveled Brock Purdy. One thing you need to do, Overshown, go for the sack, but punch the ball out. Good job on the sack, but punch the ball. Go for the ball. Then let's talk about our wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb had himself a day yesterday. 13 receptions for 146 yards. Jalen Tolbert, 3 receptions, 3 targets for 44 yards. Jake Ferguson, 6 receptions, 8 targets for 23 yards. And Kevontae Turpin, 1 reception, 4 targets for 16 yards. Kevontae Turpin could have caught that pass on the sideline and it would have kept us in the game, but the ball bounced right off of his face mask. I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation, but the way this team is playing, we're not playoff bound. The way this team is playing, we're not going to make it into January football. We are going to be at home watching the other teams play in the playoffs. Content creators are going to be wondering how are we going to come up with content, even though Jerry Jones is going to keep us in the media if we don't make the playoffs. This is ridiculous, Cowboys Nation. This is unacceptable football. From the top all the way down, this is unacceptable. We had this game, Cowboys Nation. We had this game. At the half, we had this game. But when you come out of the half and you go 3 and out and 3 and out and you keep doing it, the defense is going to get tired. You have to be able to win the time of possession, something that we did not do yesterday, Cowboys Nation. I was going to write on that bag, San Francisco owns the Dallas Cowboys. Like we like to talk about, we own Philly, which I believe Philly's going to come in and sweep us if we don't get it correct. Washington is going to come in and sweep us if we don't get it correct. But I feel that the San Francisco 49ers owns this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys. The Mike McCarthy iteration of the Dallas Cowboys is owned by Brock Purdy and Shanahan and Kittle and Debo. All those guys own our Dallas Cowboys. So if you see a San Francisco 49ers fan coming into the chats and everything, talking they talk, you let them talk they talk because we deserve it. I swear, I brought my grandkids and everything. My wife and I brought our grandkids to Fright Fest yesterday. But when I got home and I started watching the game, that was a damn Fright Fest, Cowboys Nation. That was the Fright Fest. Seeing Dak Prescott throw interceptions like he's throwing it to his team, that's Fright Fest, Cowboys Nation. And like I said, we may have to be honest with ourselves and realize that without any weapons, Dak Prescott is pedestrian. Without any weapons, without a great wide receiver 1 and a good wide receiver 2 and a great running back, Dak Prescott is a 4th round draft pick. We gotta be real with ourselves. He did not play good at all in this game. The only time that he started to play good was in the 4th quarter, but he couldn't capitalize. He couldn't capitalize on the deal to win the game. Did it in Pittsburgh, but couldn't do it in Santa Clara. Okay, Cowboys Nation, let's just say we do run the gauntlet and we win out. We win the majority of our games. We lose another one, but we go 12-5 again. We're going to get to the playoffs, and we're going to see a team like the San Francisco 49ers or the Green Bay Packers or the Minnesota Vikings, and we're going to get our heads kicked in, Cowboys Nation. We can't even get past the San Francisco 49ers in the regular season. It sucks. It does. It's a disappointment, Cowboys Nation. It truly is a disappointment. I know we're going to be talking about it on the Facts Over Feelings podcast. I know we're going to be talking about that. But right now, like I started the video out, with the bag on my head. That is how I feel, Cowboys Nation. That is how I feel about our Dallas Cowboys. That is how I feel about Dak Prescott's lack of play when the team needs him the most. When the team needs him to rise up, he can't rise up this season. And why can't he rise up? Because we're targeting CeeDee Lamb. Because that's the only dog that we have on the offensive side of the ball. Jake Ferguson, I don't think Mike McCarthy knows how to scheme him into the game. Also, with only one weapon, with only one serious target, Dak Prescott has to force the ball to him or force the ball into double coverage. I don't know, Cowboys Nation. It truly sucks. And we got to have a serious, truthful conversation about the pieces on our team. Dak Prescott, is he a great quarterback or is he just average? Ezekiel Elliott, is he just the mascot of this team and needs to be sat down for Rico Dowdle? Because against a Pittsburgh Steelers defense, Rico Dowdle got a reception, touchdown, and he got 87 yards. Great game. Then the next game, we take him out in favor of Zeke Elliott. So we're going to have a talk about Zeke Elliott and being the mascot of this team and just sit him down or get rid of him in general. Retire. That's the conversations that we need to have. Another conversation that we need to have is our wide receiver 2 and our wide receiver 3 position needs to have a close examination because they are not getting it done. I know Brandon Cooks is out due to injury. He's on the injury reserve list, but at the same time, even when Brandon Cooks was in the game, they can't get it done. So we are going to have these harsh conversations. Is Mike McCarthy it? No, he's not. The way Dak Prescott is playing this year, he's not it. But I know what he's capable of, and I can't put it on the defense. I really can't. I can't put it on the defense because the offense doesn't give them anything to work with. They get a 3 and out. They make the San Francisco 49ers punt, and guess what the offense does by complimenting them? Not a damn thing. Does that start with the scheme, Cowboys Nation? Or does that start with the quarterback play? Let's not get it twisted. I am still behind our quarterback, but this man needs some weapons. That's the conversation that we need to have. If he is just a 4th round good quarterback and we have our expectations set too high for this man, what do we do from here? We get this man pieces that he can work with. Calvin Ridley is sitting over in Tennessee wanting somebody to pick him up. Go pick him up. Get Dak Prescott another weapon. If you are not going to get him a weapon in the run game, get him another wide receiver threat because Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flournoy, he's a rookie, so he hasn't come of age. But the thing is that Tolbert, Turpin, Brooks, you've been on the team for far too long. You should be making a huge impact and contribution to this team on a consistent basis, and you're not. I wanted to touch base with y'all on the issues that the Dallas Cowboys are facing right now. And what those issues are is bad quarterback play, bad running back play, average wide receiver play. The defense can't stop a nosebleed, but the offense can't complement the defense. These are the things we talking about. These are the things that need to be addressed, Cowboys Nation. But I am going to make a video going in on everything that I saw last night after I got home and then watching the replay. I'm going to make a video on that and make it super official because right now it's just my raw and uncut. It is my emotions about the game, and I wanted to bring it to y'all. I didn't want people saying like, oh, the Angry Cowboys fan is ducking. I ain't ducking the loss. I ain't ducking the loss because I'm getting pretty much used to it this year. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. What did you think about the play last night? What did you think about the ultimate loss again to the San Francisco 49ers? Please give me your raw and uncut in the comment section. I would love to read them because we got some things we need to talk about. But if you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please share it with your friends and family who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and you are sick and tired of this shit, but you are gonna remain a Dallas Cowboys fan, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 25 and college football 25 gameplay. And you know I'm going to be playing Madden because I need to get my get back with the San Francisco 49ers because we can't get our get back in real life. I swear I say I'm DC for life, and a lot of the times that feels like a life sentence. But I will forever remain the Angry Cowboys fan. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'll holla at y'all in the next video. I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.